morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever is right now for you. I am here to show you how my multi-user chat system is built with Node.js that's following the client-server architecture. It has TCP. It's actually very simple. You just got a client.js, we just got a server.js. You already know we are using JavaScript. I love JavaScript. We don't got too much time to go through this, so let's just be really fast. But before I get into anything, I want to tell you about how Node.js handles the server client architecture and the connections differently from traditional server environments, because what Node.js does is that when a client connects, it doesn't create a new thread or a new process for each and every single client, but instead it's asynchronous, which means that if there's like 1,000 or 1,000,000 connected users, it doesn't need 1,000 or 1,000,000 threads and processes going on at the same time, but it's rather handling them asynchronously, basically meaning like it's at the same time handling these things so it doesn't drain the server. It's so amazing. Okay, getting into the client, we got some libraries here. We are using net for the TCP for Node.js, and then we have other stuff. I'm coloring the output with chalk, and then most of this here is just setting it out, like the input and the output and the prompt, cool looking thing. I'm setting it up, and then I'm showing the guide with different colors. I'm highlighting the text with magenta color, and then formatting the message is basically just using different colors. And then we're taking care of the nickname, right? So actually we are entering the server IP address that we're connecting to using the client, and then we are, for example, setting the nickname and all that thing. And then we can disconnect with the server. This is the client side handling of that, and then looking through different things like the guide and the nick. And then if there's no nickname, then we cannot do certain things, right? So moving on to the server, we create the clients and the channels that we keep track of, and then we have some debugging stuff, and then we are doing the broadcasting here, and then this is handling the private message sending. We have the sender socket, we got the other socket, we are writing to the socket, we are debugging. This is all already familiar, so you know what is going on. I wish I could go into more detail, but we don't got too much time. Okay, then looking at the server, we create the server, right? We debug stuff, we write to the socket, and then we are taking the input, right? And depending on what the user is choosing, like for example, setting nickname, joining a server, sending a message, sending a DM, private DM, or leaving a channel, or disconnecting from the server, or something else that we don't recognize, right? So we handle all of these differently, right? And we have these edge cases that we are handling, for example, if the nickname is already taken, or for example, if the user tries to write but they haven't joined the channel first, or again, if you're not in a channel, you cannot leave it. And then that's basically how it is. Broadcasting is here. If we want to disconnect from the server, basically delete the client based on the socket, and then the server is listening, but that's just it kind of at the beginning. Okay, now let's test this. I want to show you how it works. So what you got to do is you start the client. Actually, you first maybe start up the server. Yeah, and then start up the client, and then we're gonna start up another client also. I'm just gonna go with the default IP address. We're gonna set the nickname to Lila because my name is Lila. And let's join, which also creates a new channel. So this new channel is gonna be now created. I'm gonna send hey, but no one really sees that yet. You can see everything happening on the server, by the way, it's logging. Okay, so now let's set the nickname to like Nick or something. Okay, and then join this new channel that I just created. You see Nick join, and so now if I send a hey, it's there. Hey, Lila. Okay, very nice. And then I can also send a private DM. For example, actually, I'm gonna need the guide again here. So actually, if I want to send just a message, I already did that, but if I want to send a DM, I can send one to Lila, like, hey, Lila, right? So, hold on, I messed up. Okay, so this is Nick. Wait, what? No, wait, I'm a bit confused here. Am I sending it to myself? Oh yeah, I accidentally sent it to myself. Okay, so from this one, if we do it like that, so oh yeah, that's how it is, and then I can just send it back like DM Nick, hey Nick. Yeah, kind of like that, and then we can see that, and then again I can leave the channel, right? I left this channel, and I can leave it here as well. So I don't see the messages because I already left it, but then I can quit the server, and I basically disconnected, and and that's how it is. Thank you so much for watching.